Being disciplined has always been incredibly difficult for me, and I've learned a few things over the years as to how to increase it. Yeah, I know that this isn't like one of my really controversial topics, and you who are watching me on Patreon might be wondering, why are you doing this? This isn't like edgy or anything like this. You could put it on YouTube and nobody would say jack. Yeah, I know, but somehow I guess that this is like a more intimate topic to me, at any rate, because I'm going to be talking about a few things about me, and I don't want to like spew it out there in public, so I guess that's why I'm doing it here, okay? So just take it for what it's worth. Now, I've always been a lazy bum. I have very little discipline. And I have, how can I put this? I want to say that I don't have a very good work ethic, but that's not actually true. When I latch on to something, I'm a maniac. I work like a dog, nonstop. Oh yeah, I just grind it all out. But the problem is latching on to that thing. Yeah, deciding on what to latch on to. Yeah, because I get easily distracted. Anything that passes through my attention, across my attention, a book, a computer, a website, this, that, the other, anything, no matter how trivial, I sort of like go there, go there, go there. I blow off so much time. And never accomplish anything. And the thing is, see, as I sort of like hopscotch around different things, my pile of things to do that I actually need to do, the important things that I need to do, starts to pile up. And as it starts to pile up, I become like, oh man, I'm never going to be able to do this. And I start avoiding this pile, deliberately pushing it aside and going off and wasting time on crap that I shouldn't be doing. And of course, as I do this, the pile of things that have to get done just grows and grows and grows. I mean, it's like a self-reinforcing cycle. And it took me a long time to figure out how to fix this situation, how to increase my discipline, how to increase my focus so as to get things done. And the way to do it is so easy. So many people say that in order to increase your discipline, you need willpower. That doesn't work. I mean, I've tried it. It does not work at all. See, what works for me is not trying to increase my discipline or my willpower, just gritting my teeth and just like powering through it. No. What works for me is something totally different. I eliminate distractions. I deliberately and systematically take out of my view, out of my field of vision, eliminate all those things that can distract me. All of them. At my office, I have an office. And at my office, I don't have internet. I don't. My computer, I have a computer. I need a computer. I need a computer because I'm writing different things and whatnot. But I don't have internet. Not on my computer. Yeah, I've disabled the Wi-Fi there. And I've disabled it, and I've gone one step further. I made sure that they changed the password, and I didn't get the password. So that way, even when, my willpower just totally caves, I go over to do the Wi-Fi thing and try to get it, and I don't know the password. In order to get the password, I'd have to get out of my office, go downstairs to the ground floor and talk to reception and get the Wi-Fi password. And then what would happen? Yeah? Then I'd be distracted. But the thing is, see, the effort to go downstairs is so much that sort of like this urge to get the password sort of like diminishes, and I refocus on what I'm doing. I don't get distracted. When I want to read a book, I take the book and I go to like a coffee shop or some other place where there's nothing else going on. I take the book and I sit there, and since there's nothing else, I don't have a phone, I don't have a computer, I start reading. I don't want to read, or let me phrase it, I do want to read, but the thing is, see, there are so many other things that can distract me. But if I go to a place where there are no more distractions and there's only the book, out of sheer boredom, I'll start to read it. If I were someplace else, if I were at home, for instance, I mean, I can never read at home. Yeah? When I try to read at home, sitting on my sofa, in front of the chimney and whatnot, I get so distracted because I want to fix the chimney. Because the chimney, I don't really need it for warmth, but it's so nice and I want it to be like a nice fire. And then I think of the music and maybe should I change it or not? Or maybe it would be more fun to listen to this piece or that band or this song or whatever. And then I think to myself, man, I have so many other books. Do I really want to be reading this book, or is there another book that I want to be reading? And then, all of these things. But When I go to a library, when I go to a coffee shop, when I go to a place that's not mine, that's not my environment, and therefore has nothing else of any interest to me, it's just some random anonymous place, and I can't do anything other than read because I only brought the book with me, no phone, no computer, no nothing else, and I wind up reading. I wind up doing my reading every time because I eliminated distractions. Yeah, this is the trick. It's a simple, simple trick. You go to an environment where there are no distractions. And the great thing about this is that there are so many places that you could go to where there are no distractions, where there's no possibility of doing something else. And because there's no possibility of doing anything else, your attention will naturally focus on the one thing that you have open to you at that moment. You go to a restaurant or a coffee shop rather with a book, you're only going to be reading the book. You go to a restaurant or a library with, for instance, your tax stuff. Yeah, taxes, we always postpone them and all the rest of it. You take all that stuff to the library, your file with all the receipts and whatnot, and since there's nothing else to do, you're going to crank through it like that. And of course, it's free to go to the library. It only costs you a cup of coffee to go to the coffee shop. You see the beauty of the system? And so therefore, what you have to do is that for every activity you want to accomplish, you have to set aside a specific place, a specific location to do it. You want to do your reading, you go to a coffee shop or a library where there's going to be nothing else. You want to do this, that, or the other, it doesn't matter. The point is, you go to that place where there's nothing to distract you. That's the system that works for me, and because of it, I accomplish a great deal. I accomplish a great deal when I go elsewhere to eliminate distractions. But when I stay in my office, when I stay at home with all the things that I have, the things of interest all around me, all of a sudden it becomes incredibly difficult to do the things that I need to do. Willpower does not help you. Self-flagellation does not help you. No, you have to work the problem in the opposite direction. Don't think to yourself that you have to self-flagellate yourself more or increase your willpower by some crazy ass scheme. No. That'll never work. And you're only going to feel miserable. And when you go after the things that you want to do, like the reading you want to accomplish or the paperwork that you have to finish up or whatever, if you do the route of self-flagellation and forcing yourself to have more willpower, you're going to be resentful. You're not going to enjoy doing the activity. But if you eliminate everything else, it's so much easier. And what'll be weird is that you'll find yourself enjoying doing those things that if you'd been self-flagellating and forcing yourself to do, you'd hate. Willpower, increasing willpower, that's a fool's errand. You will never be able to increase your willpower because we human beings don't work that way. But we do work in that way of when there's nothing better to do, we do the things that we have to do. When there's nothing better, there's no distraction, when there's no alternative, or the alternative requires such effort that it's really not worth it, that's when we achieve what we have to achieve. Set up your life that way. Set up your life, especially those things that you find hard to do but you need to do. Set it up so that there are no distractions. The phone is absolutely the worst thing. The phone and the computer. Yeah, the computer, that is internet. Okay? That is the worst thing insofar as accomplishing anything. That is the thing that will make you feel guilty and miserable. And I know what I'm talking about because even today, there are some days that I wind up on the internet, on my phone, and I just blow the whole goddamn day on this garbage. It's garbage, and I feel so guilty afterwards that I blew a whole afternoon, a whole morning, or sometimes the whole goddamn day on nothing, on trivia, on distractions. That's what's going on. Distractions are what kill you. So eliminate the distraction.